Howdy, howdy, everybody. HT coming at you one more time here this Tuesday morning. I wanted to do one more open response video. This is one that I've done several times in the past. It is the Two for Tuesday, and this open tag was started by Brother Tom over at Knife Delights, and he also has a sister channel called History Delights. Anyway, just wanted to support that open tag. By some stroke of the imagination, you're watching me and you're not subbed to Brother Tom. Get on over there at Knife Delights and give him a subscription. The man is a walking thesaurus when it comes to the knife game, pocket knives. He has a very extensive, beautiful collection of buck knives, but he is just outstanding when it comes to knowledge, and he's even a better person. If you ever have the opportunity to meet him, he is just a magnificent person. And so anyway, if I have made you blush yet, Brother Tom, but anyway, yeah, this is his open tag video, and let's get into it. The two I want to show to you today are two buck knives, which will make Tom pretty happy. But they're two that I think kind of sometimes fall under the radar. And I am talking about none other than the Buck 422, which is right here in my left hand, and the Buck 426. Kind of give you a look of those pivot to pivot in hand. And we'll set one down. We'll start with the little guy, which is the 422, which, folks, simply is the same specs and dimensions of a Buck 112. This is the lightweight polymer variety of the Buck 112. Still has the same design, same lock back, same clip point blade. The only thing that is a couple things that are different, but the main thing is this has the finger grooves, which you can get a Buck 112 with finger grooves, with or without finger grooves. And on these 422s and 426s, they go ahead and they put in the finger grooves. That's a look of it in hand. And as you can see, I just boom, 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 just melt into this thing, just like I do the 112, which any of my followers know is HT's favorite knife. I make that's not a secret on this channel. I love the Buck 112 and 110, but the 112 is that is my gemstone, and this is, for all intents and purposes, the Buck 112 lightweight. But it is the 422 if you were going to look this up, and it is in polymer. And these guys, folks, the people that if you're one of those that do not want to carry a Buck 112 or 110 because you just think they're a pocket anchor, they're too big, they're too heavy, this may be for you. These are like 3 ounces versus almost 6 ounces on a 112, 5.5, 6 ounces on a brass and wood 112, and over 7 ounces on the big brother, the 110. These guys are right around less than half of that. So still hand feeling, still has that great Buck solid feel in hand, but at half the weight. And if you can see on here, another thing that's nothing new to my followers, HT has added a matching black thumb stud, and I've added a sharpening choil down here. So now this knife is flickable, if you will. It is one hand openable, so you can slow roll this out just like that, or you can do the thumb flick as I showed you earlier. Just keeps one hand free. If you're working with this knife, you need to get it out, you're working with your hands, and you just really, gives you that opportunity that you don't have to go in there with that second hand. You can pop that knife out, cut what you need to do, and go on about it. but that is the 422, which is the lightweight polymer dimension size knife from Buck of the Buck 112. Not going to be too redundant here. This is the Buck 426, which is absolutely the same thing as a 110. All the same materials, still a back lock, still a clip point. Folks, this is your Buck 110 with finger grooves, and we'll look at that in hand. Of course, you have quite a bit more coming out the back here, like a 110 does on me, which I love a 110. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem. I carry a 110 also. So it ain't like 112 is far and away. I like them way more than a 110. I do not. I love them both. 112 just slightly edges out the 110 for optimal comfort, but don't get me wrong. I love my 110s. And this 426, Buck 426, is just the lightweight polymer again. You can hear that. It is a hard polymer plastic. We're not going to dance around the word plastic. It is a form of plastic polymer handle here. And again, added the quick stud, added the sharpening choil, and again we can, well, if HT don't slip off of it, can one hand open this. Obviously this one is pretty thick. I'm pretty stiff, so it is not broke in. Nice fail. I'm not going to edit that 3 times a fail, but I don't have this one broke in enough that I can do the the thumb flick with it, but it is definitely still one hand openable. Just roll it out right here, slow roll it out, and yeah, I'm sure with some time and some use, that just tells on me that I have not given this nearly enough pocket time, because this thing will break in like the 422, the little brother down there, and be flickable if I want it to flick it out. But anyway, give you a little look there at the tang stamp, if it will come in. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have too much glare, but folks, that says Buck 426, and it has the little Buck year stamp on it beside the 426, and Buck USA is what we say right here. So if you guys are looking, if you're looking for a lightweight alternative to the 112 and the 110, look no further. Here's 2 right here. Super comfortable, folks, with those finger grooves. It's an ergonomic dream. Already, to me, they're very nice ergonomic knives. Just how thick they are, a Buck 110 and a 112, how hand-feeling they are. But now you have these nice finger grooves. I'm telling you, you just melt into these knives, and they're half the weight. So maybe these are for you. But give you one more shot of them, pivot to pivot, so you can see here the 426 is a good, almost an inch, 3/4 of an inch longer in the handle, and you can see that about the same on the blade there. All right, folks, we're at the over 8 minutes here. We're going to hop off here. As always, if you enjoy this kind of content, right down here, drop me a like, and consider subscribing to my channel. Love having you on board. We're going to do more of this. I promised you yesterday I did kind of a crazy rendition knife yesterday. I'm back to kind of my sweet spot today. For you guys that didn't run for the hills, HT's back. We're showing the good stuff today. But I want to thank you all for stopping by. God bless. Stay safe out there. HT signing off.